What's up guys, James Buzzard from Buzz Labs, and today we are going to be going over my conclusion and final thoughts for InstaBot.py. What are some of the positives, the negatives, and would I recommend an Instagram bot in general to run your Instagram account and help you automate some of the Instagram processes? So let's go ahead and roll the intro. We're just going to stay right here today. We'll go ahead and go over InstaBot.py. I think in this case some of the negatives are currently outweighing the positives, so let's just go ahead and get the positives out of the way. As far as the positives, this was my very first experience using Python, using Visual Studio Code, and some of these other tools that are needed in order to run the InstaBot.py script. With that being said, it was a little slight learning curve to some of the stuff I had to do. I've never installed Python, never used Visual Studio Code, so it was definitely a great experience getting to try out some of that stuff and really getting to know a little bit of the ins and outs of Visual Studio Code, along with just getting a slight introduction into Python and scripts in general using Python. So that was definitely an awesome positive. I'm not a coder, I didn't go to school for any of this kind of stuff, so this is just something that I was interested in knowing a little bit about in general. And so I guess getting to use InstaBot.py gave me an awesome little introduction into Python, Visual Studio Code, and some of that type of stuff. Another thing that I really liked about InstaBot.py is the fact that it really did save me a ton of time, and I was noticing tons of follow backs, tons of likes, all sorts of stuff the days that I was really running the bot. So I can definitely say that having the Instagram bot doing some of the processes such as liking and following really did help gain a greater following on my Instagram account. And yeah, overall I really liked all of that kind of stuff, and the followers that I'm getting are definitely all real people. I'm not noticing any spam accounts or anything that are completely garbage, so I would definitely say that it's doing its job and doing exactly what I was hoping for it to do. With that being said, let's just go ahead and jump straight into the negatives. Number one are issues with the script. Now, this isn't an InstaBot.py issue. This is actually because Instagram is changing things in the back end of their program, or they're changing stuff in the back end of Instagram's API, or whatever you guys want to, whatever it's called. They're changing things which change the way that InstaBot.py interacts with Instagram. So with that being said, anytime Instagram makes a change, there is a potential that InstaBot.py will no longer work, and you'll kind of have to stay on top of that GitHub page and wait for somebody to come out with a fix to that particular issue. That's definitely issue number one, is the script has to be changed every once in a while. A little bit of a manual process, but with it being a free bot, I didn't mind having to go in there and adjust the script. It was a pain. I might have had bot down for a couple days, but I was usually able to get it back up and running pretty quickly. Other than that, guys, I guess my only other trouble that I had with InstaBot.py was the original installation. I was having some issues with Python. For whatever reason, I had to downgrade to the old version of Python. I think it's version 2.7.14, or I had to install the old version of Python along with the old version of pip in order to get this bot up and going. So that was one small issue that I had. That was something that I figured out. It works a little better with the old version of Python. I don't know if that was just me and my system, or if other people are finding that the old version of Python was working better for them as well. Let me know what you guys were using, what worked for you, and all of that that down in the description down below. Other than that, guys, I really liked InstaBot.py when it was working. When it's not working, it's definitely a little bit of a pain in the ass and a little bit of trouble, but nothing that can't be solved. So just stay up on the GitHub page and you guys should be pretty good. And all in all, this was a great bot to be using. Jumping straight into whether or not I would personally use an Instagram bot on my Instagram account is I would definitely use one. If you guys are trying to promote a product or you guys are trying to grow a following to any of your guys' Instagram pages and you really want to save some time, automating the liking process and automating the following process are two things that I would highly suggest. And I'm sure whatever bot you guys end up using in the long run, those are the two things that I would definitely use are the likes and the follows. Now for the follows, don't get too crazy on it, but for the likes, that's going to be the best and most positive way to use an Instagram bot. Now, once you start leaving comments and some of the other stuff that the bot is able to do is when, in my opinion, it gets a little bit more spammy and when you guys maybe get going a little bit too hard on it. So I would stick to likes, I would stick to follows, and leave out the commenting and the, direct messages, anything like that that a bot allows you to do. I would stay away from the cold calling type stuff and really just stick to likes and follows. Well guys, that is just about it for InstaBot.py. I'm gonna continue using this script. I'm gonna stay up with the GitHub page, see if they come out with an issue to my current problem, and if they do, then that's awesome. I'm gonna continue using that. If not, I do have another script that I'm thinking about trying out. It's called InstaBot.py. So just Insta.py, I believe it's by Tim Grossman. So that's gonna be the next script, Python script that I'm gonna do a little bit of dabbling with. If you like these videos and you wanna see more tutorials like the InstaBot.py tutorial, definitely give this video a like, comment any of your questions or concerns down below. If I can help, I'll definitely get back to you. If not, I'll check you guys in another video.